introduction.
Be like, hey, what's up, guys? FitMotiv here for another podcast coming at you today. Gonna be sick, man. Stick around for this amazing talk. You already know. So in this podcast, we are going to be talking about. Huh? I don't, dude. I don't fuck. I was like, shit. What do I don't know what I'm doing. I just keep thinking like.
Anyways, what's up, guys? My name's HeXs. I was in the previous podcast. This guy already forgot about me, but yeah.
Big Hanks coming in.
Yeah. We'll do an introduction.
Introduction.
Go for it. You first.
What's good, y'all? FitMotiv, Christian for FitMotiv. Hopefully, you guys are having a crazy, amazing day. Like, at the end of the day, man, you gotta realize trees are green because they fucking grow.
That's nice. Anyways, guys, my name's HeXs. I mostly put gaming content on my channel, and now I'm putting some podcasts, a little bit more to get to know more about me, because I want to make my channel a little bit more personal. My channel to be more about me, not just gaming, mostly about me. But yeah. And I'm here with, a good friend of mine, FitMotiv, where he's starting.
FitMotiv, what's good?
Anyways, he has motivational / tips and things and about, eating.
Just fitness, pretty much general fitness motivation, getting the ball going. You know, some of the stuff that has helped me along my journey that, in hopes will help you guys is along mine. Because failure is our greatest teacher, right? Because you always have to learn from failure, right? That's the craziest thing. Like, nowadays in like society, people really think like failure is not a bad thing. And especially like in school, right? People say, oh, you get bad grades in school, you're a failure, you're a fucking loser or some shit. Not really, because I don't get it. Like, I think schools fail to teach how failure actually fucking is the main driver of success. Like, there's no other way around it. You have to learn from something, and like the best thing to fucking learn from is like from failure. Like, people say, oh, just because I failed a business, oh, just because I failed this, because I failed that. Like, that's probably the best thing that's ever gonna happen to you in your life whenever you fail at something. But I mean, at the same time, you gotta have enough folk of a human being to actually want to change, turn that failure into a blessing, so to speak. Just like that guy from Naruto. What's his name? That taijutsu dude. The one with the bullhead. Rock Lee,
guy?
right?
Or
both of those guys, man. Those guys put in the hardest of like freaking work, and they turned their, like, that guy's a perfect example of turning your disabilities into a blessing. Like, you have to own your shit. Like, cause I mean, I've seen dudes play basketball with one arm.
Okay.
But damn, the motherfucker starts going hard, like he's all up in your fucking face. Dude starts shooting, starts making it one arm. And then the homie's like, you know what, I'm gonna own this shit, I'm gonna kill it, I'm gonna make a lot of money. Just kidding, money's not even that good. Just kidding.
Well, anyways, let's take it a little bit back so they can get to know more about us, how we met, how we came across each other in our journey or whatever. Let's take it back.
High school. High school senior year. I forgot. What class was that? I already fucking forgot.
It was
with that.
It was
that awesome teacher. Not Moreno. I forgot what the class name was. It was something about like science or something.
Yeah, something.
Forensic science.
Yeah, forensic science.
There you go. Forensics.
Yeah. And college readiness.
And college readiness with Janine. Janine was a great teacher. Janine, if you're watching, you're awesome. I loved your class. It was amazing. It was fun and intuitive. But yeah, dude, high school. Everyone takes it so serious. High school is almost like fucking a popularity game or some shit. Especially like with baseball, dude. It was nuts. Like, it was disgusting. Sometimes I would get embarrassed for the coaches because it's like it's like a popularity contest. It's like they're trying to run a fucking mafia or some shit. But these guys are just playing with like kids and stuff. And I understand like taking baseball serious, especially like when your kids are like in it and shit. But at the end of of the day, man. Fudge. It's about progressing, not winning. Because, I mean, you can win all you want, but if you're not progressing, you're out of here.
Yeah. Well, anyways, how did we meet? First time, like first time. First time. I don't even remember.
It was literally there in forensics.
Forensics?
I sat in back of you,
Oh.
and I started talking a lot with talking to what's his name, Brandon, because I had knew him before, him and Omar. Where's my awesome friend at?
Which
Fucking
one,
O-Dog.
Omar? Oh,
Omar,
yeah.
dude, he'd
Yeah, I
come
remember.
into class, fuck that. He did that super loud and shit, the Kendrick song.
Yeah.
That was fun as fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, we just pretty much had what was it? I think it was just a group. A group thing.
oh yeah. So like throughout the whole entire thing, we had like a group of people, right?
Yeah, we always had to be in a group for certain assignments, and it was basically what we did.
Yeah, that's what we did. Okay, I remember. Yeah.
And then after that, we barely noticed that we had another class together, which was college readiness. We didn't know. We're like, oh shit, you're in here. Like we didn't even know. It was like already the second or third week, and we're like, oh shit, you're here. And yeah.
I think you originally talked to me first.
Oh,
I think, because I remember you told me something in the halls. Or no, I was talking to Philip in the halls, and then we were talking about something about like college readiness or something, and then you came out and said, I forgot what you said or something. I remember that.
I don't even remember.
No, I remember that. I remember I was walking with Phil when we were walking, and then I said something about like college readiness or something like that, and you said like, "Yep, right here," or something like that.
Yeah.
And I don't think that was the first time like I knew like we talked, but like it was one of the first times like started like initiating like a friendship. You kind of get me like once you're like acquaintances are just there like, hey, what's up, dude? But like friends,
what was the thing that we started seeing that we had more, like we knew more about motivation wise? I remember that.
It's cause,
or more or less like an entrepreneur mindset.
It was Elliot.
Was it Elliot?
Yeah. We started talking a lot about Elliot and fitness and the Way of the Superior Man too. That book by David Data.
Yeah.
A really good read.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't want your chick to leave you, you do that. You read that book, like, or I don't know. Just kidding.
Yeah.
But
no, I think that was it. Just pretty much that motivation. That's what brought it more, and then also anime.
Oh yeah, anime, dude. Hells yeah, fucking Naruto. That guy pushes past adversity. Like,
yeah,
he's 17. He has a Lambo. Like, his Lambo is pretty much his power.
Yeah.
He's like a fucking god now or some shit at like 20.
But then let's see. Fast forward that. That's when, what was it? I graduated early.
Yeah.
That's when I went to college. Basically, I just took it easy, just a couple of classes. One of them was basically kinesiology, which is just workout, which is pretty cool. I'm just there working out.
Kinesiology.
And then not much, and that's when I was doing college, and you were doing college. Well, that's when you. What was your experience with like
college?
Yeah,
like the uni and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I was always like that. Like in high school, I was always that guy. Because once I started,
why did you join if you were like that guy that you didn't want to?
It's because one, like, I started realizing early on, like once, like of course, fitness. What it did to me is it changed me, right? It changed me in a way where I started becoming more confident. My self-esteem, like never confuse self-esteem with confidence, because those are two very different things. So like when it comes to things like that, yeah, I started getting into that, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to college just to try it out, because I don't want to be that guy that says, oh, college is all bullshit, whatever, because that's pretty much how it was.
But it was
like the last
in the end when you
oh,
whatever.
Like,
you had to try it either way.
Like I tried it, so I won't be like that kind of guy that just says, oh, he didn't even try it, so what the fuck is he trying to say, right? Because I was always like, I had a big ass ego too.
It's not bad. I mean, it just depends on what you want.
Yeah, it honestly depends on what you want to. I mean, if you want to be like a doctor, a lawyer, or anything like that actually requires a college degree, then college is for you. But like if you're the type of individual that wants to like follow your dreams, that wants to start businesses, multi-million-dollar businesses.
It's all experience.
Yeah,
it's not just really a paper or.
It's trials and tribulations. It's learning from failure. Like Warren Buffett says, the more you learn, the more you earn. So, that's pretty much the way I see it. And I mean, college in the very beginning, it was all right. Like I understood like the whole gist of things, but I started noticing the professors really didn't give a shit about what they were doing. It was just pretty much walk in, give a curriculum, jet. That's it. And I mean, I get it. College has its place, but I mean, I don't know, man. If you want to become somebody great when it comes to like anything other than like the aforementioned doctor, lawyer, engineer, I guess, and stuff like that, then it's really like go for it.
A little bit more closer.
Okay, I see. But yeah, I mean, I was really open-minded to the whole entire thing, and because I not hate, I guess hate's a strong word, but
you dislike.
I really strongly disliked that, like just college in and of itself. I found no real statistical reasoning as to why I would do it, depending on like your dreams. I found no like value into it. I mean, I understood it too. Like I had this mentor. He's like the student mentor, not like an actual mentor that helps you out in like life and stuff. He was a mentor. He was a good guy, a great dude. But I mean, at the end of the day, you gotta realize like your goals. Like everything depends on your goals.
Depends
like
on
if
what
you want to become
whatever
if you
you're
want to start a business, you really, I would say if you're gonna go to college for free, then yeah, go for it. If you're gonna do like business and stuff like that. But if you're not, then it's like you don't want to have any kind of burden of debt, because that's going to leave you very, very limited when it comes to financial gains in a sense. But yeah, college wasn't really that amazing for me. It was just pretty much in and out, not really experiencing true value. And I really did try, but at the end of the day, like everybody, teachers, half-assed it. I mean, they really couldn't prove what they were teaching and shit. They just read from the board rather than demonstrating, talking about personal experiences, how they relate to you or how they can relate to different things. And I mean, it's just how it was, man. How about you? How was your?
Same thing. Just
Same thing.
You just go to class, you go out, you wait for your next class, repeat over and over, just sitting down.
It's almost mundane, all right? It's almost like you're being a robot, pretty much. And like I get it, like I really do get it. Like, I mean, go to college, you get a degree, you get a job, you work, get married, have kids, die, not really experiencing what the world has to offer. Because I mean, if you really want to have the highest of highs, you gotta really have to go through the lowest of lows in order to appreciate what it means to actually build or experience such highs in your life. But I mean, anything is pretty much possible, don't you think? Anything, you could turn any kind of dream, anything into a business.
Anything.
To make a lot of cashola. But I mean, money really doesn't matter either. It's all a myth, don't you think? You think money's a myth?
It's energy, man.
It's all energy.
It's what you put out, comes back.
Yep.
Much value you put out, that's what you get in return.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on that value? What do you see as value? Because there's different forms of value, but what value do you see? Because there's value in entertainment.
Well, there's
value in
basically
advice.
For me, it's either advice and entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
It's making someone's day. It's like, we all have shitty days, but you go to YouTube, you just click on a video and it takes you out of your life for a moment and enjoy something.
It could almost be, in a sense, like an escape, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, like, there's certain ones that are unhealthy, because, like, I mean, if you're escaping to fucking cocaine, then, like, hey, man, there's...
Well, we're not talking about drugs.
There's going to be something nutty about that, but...
This is videos. We're not talking about drugs right now.
Hey, man, there's a big market.
Yeah,
but, I mean,
basically, just putting out good quality, videos.
What's your definition of, how do you say, like I said, like in the terms of value?
Yeah.
What's your definition of bringing it to like an individual?
What I say is What do you mean? Specify a little bit more, sir.
Like specifically, like people share different value, whether it be, like I said, like entertainment,
Yeah.
or whether it be,
I mean, this is, well, it's not really much value, but it's really much, this is what I want to do. I'm passionate about this. It's
Mhm.
something that, you know, I've been wanting to do for a very long time, but always been pushing it back.
hell yeah,
And it's until you push it forward, that's when, you know, you
That's when
start,
things change.
And the money, I don't really give a shit about the money. It's just pretty much doing what I want to do and feeling happy.
Building a
and
lifestyle rather
a
than.
lifestyle out of what you love doing.
Mhm.
Is basically what I want to do. I don't want to have a, you know, a job where 9 to 5 you clock in or whatever it takes, and, you know, you're having that, you know, that conversation over the, you know, the coffee machine or the
Like that typical little fucking like, oh hey Janice, how was your day? And you walk in and
Or-
y'all
or
are
the-
drinking coffee
I mean,
and shit.
it's
Y'all
like I
are
can't take it
hungover
when
and
it's like,
shit.
you know, they're putting up a mask.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's
Like a facade,
miserable
yeah.
in their job, and they're putting on this mask, and you're putting it on as well because you're miserable yourself.
It's crazy, dude. And it's crazy. Like the cycle will never end either. Like
I mean, a lot of people don't follow what they want to do is because
it's
we
the fear of
basically
failure.
that, and we basically touched it on the last one was the parents. You know, the parents are repeating the same thing. Which, who said that again? I forgot his name.
Was it Alan Watts?
Yeah, it was Ellen Watts.
Alan Watts
that-
for sure.
You know, they were brought up like that, so they're teaching it to their children. They're
Yeah.
repeating the process over and over. You know, what I see is life is that, you know, we're here to create whatever it is. We're here to leave something behind when we pass away and move on to something
Yeah, you
else.
can't be that selfish, you know. Just come in, get out. You gotta leave at least.
Leave a
one
mark.
thing. Yeah, something.
Leave your name.
You know.
That's basically what I see. That's what I see as the, you know, our purpose is to like create something or leave something behind that'll benefit other people
Yeah,
that come after you.
pretty much. Yeah, it's leaving a legacy for others to follow. Just like Greg Plitt, man, my homie, man. That shit hit me hard when he fucking passed. I've been following that guy for I don't even know how long. Like, and it's so ironic how he died too. Making a video. I mean, I would have died like that too. Fuck it. If I'm working out and I die working out or doing something that I love to do, I'm down. Like, I have no fear whenever it comes to that. Like, if, like, whatever, you know, we don't know when we're gonna die, so it's pretty much, who the heck cares, right? And it's crazy how people take life way too serious. You know, it's just, you really don't have control over anything, and you know, we always like to jump into conclusions way too fast
Yeah.
rather than seeing the big picture as a whole and changing your perspective. That will pretty much help you along your path and stuff like that. But yeah, it's difficult to like fully grasp these kinds of concepts, man, because the people who, like, the highest value of people are always going to be the people who have either conquered adversity, either conquered sadness, conquered happiness. It's usually those kinds of people that leave an imprint on other individuals, right?
What's
Because
adversity?
is pretty much when things get hard, when it starts to become a grind. Like,
Yeah.
adversity is like, hey man, you're get out of here. I don't want, like, you just get fired from your job. Like, that's adversity. What are you gonna do now? Like, as a man,
Yeah.
your back is up against the wall. You're looking at adversity like straight in the face. You know, you gotta accept it for like what it is in a sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, what are your thoughts on adversity? You think adversity?
It separates the people who want it and
Yeah.
the people who just kind of want it. That's the way I
Yeah.
see it. I
That's
see it as
pretty much
it's a
it.
test saying, okay, let's like the universe. You want it, okay? Throws you into the pit. Now show me that you really want it, and you'll get
Yeah.
it.
Exactly.
And that's where a lot of people fall or don't make it because they didn't really want it. They just kind of wanted it.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's just what was it? I forgot. Who's the
Dude,
dude?
Eric Thomas.
Yeah, Eric Thomas.
Eric Thomas.
You gotta want it as bad as you want to breathe.
Yep, you gotta want it as bad as you want to breathe, man. That's what creates that consistent effort, that consistency that leads to ongoing progress. You really, like, man, if you're if you care about what you do right now, whatever aspect, following your dreams, doing something about school, and you're half-assing that, like, as of like now, I can more than guarantee it's not gonna end up like the way you wanted it to be. And I mean, I really don't want to like talk shit when it comes to that, but I mean, anything you half-ass, you put 50% into something, you're gonna get 50% back. Like that, there's just no other way around it. Even if you get lucky like even starting a business or something. Hey, I started a business. 3 months later, I got lucky. All of a sudden, it's crazy. It's booming, right? 3 months, it was quick, relatively quick. You really don't have that much knowledge in order to sustain, in order to grow that business, because it was just pretty much lucky. And when it comes to like true success, it's pretty much you have to go through those trials and tribulations, the failures, the pain, the heartbreak, you know, all that kind of stuff is what creates like a man. And you have to go through that. Like you have to. Like there's no other way around it. You want to follow
unless
your
you
dreams,
already, I mean, you don't have to go through it unless you already know, or you already within yourself, you 100% already not gone through it, but I don't know, just some people don't go through every single obstacle because either they have already maybe accomplished it in the past life, and therefore they brought it back and they know how to. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like we all go through different obstacles. Not all is the same because maybe we know something that another individual does not know, so we don't really go through that process. But sometimes we mostly go.
Because like I mean, we're like people are always gonna have like there's always gonna be that one guy that has a little bit like a higher advantage to you, right? There's always gonna be that one guy that has like that little extra edge that he got lucky, right? Like it's almost like a broke ass kid versus a kid whose daddy was a multi-million-dollar business owner. Just, you know, like he already has the advantages to become great, so to speak, and to learn a lot from his dad, rather than this fucking broke boy on the street looking to make a meal, right? Trying to change people's lives. But at the end of the day, like that doesn't matter. What matters most is your resourcefulness. Yeah. Because you can have all the resources in the world, but if you're not resourceful with these resources, you'll never get what you want. So essentially, the most important aspect of like wanting to become successful is how good are you with your resources and how resourceful are you with those resources, right? Which is pretty much like, I mean, there's no such thing as excuses either. Like that just pretty much destroyed everybody's excuse. You have an excuse, you don't work out, and you make time. You know, you don't have time, you make time.
Like Jim Rohn said, you're either gonna get results or make up an excuse.
Exactly. It's like if it's important to you, you'll find a way to make it happen, right? But if it's not, you're not gonna give a shit. Nothing's gonna happen, and you're probably gonna end up feeling depressed because it really doesn't care. You really don't care about it. The more you care about something, the more you nurture it. Creates like
it's like a plant. You gotta water it. You gotta take care of it.
You have to.
And you know, like Jim Rohn said again, what was it? You know, we live in the planet Earth where there's insects that want to destroy it or take it down. You gotta take care of that dream, that goal, whatever. Water it.
Yeah. And it's hard too, man. One of the biggest things people struggle to whenever it comes to is maintaining that focus on that one goal, because that's pretty difficult in essence, because of course we have every single day our emotional variance is going to be tested, right? Every single day we're either going to be mad, we're either going to be sad, like it's always going to be fluctuating. But one of the main keys to like becoming in a way successful is to try and maintain your focus on that one thing. And that's why I talk a lot about habits, because pretty much if you really want to become truly successful, it's pretty much you have to build the habits. That's why Warren Buffett talks a lot about habits. The things you do, like subconsciously, whatever that may be, like I don't even have to think about working out anymore. I just do it, you know? And once you get to that point, it just makes everything easier, and it's a matter of time before whatever you want happens. But what do you think? What are your thoughts on that?
That's true. Creating habits, good habits. It's hard. It's not easy.
Yeah. Like once you built that habit, you're set. You're good. You don't have to worry about it anymore. It's just a matter of time. You have the peace of mind knowing that time is going to be on your side once you've built these habits. And pretty much that's pretty much, I guess, like what could really help when it comes to success. And also like failures too, man. You got to fucking...
What does it take to be successful?
Oh, that too.
That's what I...
What does it take to be successful?
I say you gotta let go of society's expectations.
Yeah.
We're the best thing to do.
That's the first thing you have to let go. Let go of that ego, because I know for a fact, I mean, it's really rare whenever you have somebody that doesn't give a shit what anybody thinks, right? Because we're always going to be, in a sense, molded by society to the point where we have to give a shit. Yeah, like the next trend. Like, like this guy's wearing skinnies now, so hey, I gotta wear skinnies. I don't want to wear these elephant fucking jeans or some shit. But yeah, it's
It's, you know, just gotta get rid of that.
it's getting rid of that ego, because there's a difference between I and me. And one of the biggest limiting factors when it comes to becoming successful in any kind of endeavor, whether it be your vocation, fitness, whatever, is like letting go
It's because the wind.
of who you think you are. Because really, the only, like, I mean, we like to put ourselves always in the light, you know? Like, we always want to put ourselves...
protagonist.
Yeah, we want to be the fucking hero of our story. We want to be number one. And whenever our ego is threatened, right? Let's say somebody's fucking roasting you, right? And
Or
they're roasting you pretty bad.
It's the image that we put in our mind, and if whenever it's not going that way, it starts like
We start freaking out.
we start freaking out, and we stop ourselves from becoming that.
Yeah. It's whenever our ego is threatened, we'll do whatever it takes in order to recapture what we thought we were.
Yeah.
In a sense, like whenever we're put into the dark, it's
I think
like,
that's the best thing. Once you separate yourself, whether it's let's say, what is it when you stop? Like what happened to me. What changed me, like everything in my perspective of
Mhm.
everything, was when I stopped hanging out with my friends, because I noticed that it was just ego everything, or talking shit to the other dude to bring himself up because he's insecure of himself. So he brings other people that are maybe that he feels threatened of because maybe they got something that he doesn't have.
Yeah, exactly. That's very, very present in men. Very, very present. And whenever you got your friends that talk shit, whatever, they'll roast you and things like that. It's all fun and games. But at the end of the day, a person who consistently does that has internal problems that they're projecting towards whoever they're so-called roasting, right? And I mean, I don't know, man. I think it's crazy.
Well, that's what happened with me. So when I did that, it just, I focused more on me and what needed to develop more, what needed to build up to be a better person. And that's when I started looking at vids for fitness, because I think that's the first thing. Fitness is a way to grow, a way to like expand, become a better person. And that's the first layer is fitness, and mostly that's the first thing you want to do is look better, look more attractive,
Be more presentable,
more professional, whether it's responsibility wise, women. And that's the first layer. That's basically how some of my friends are barely getting into fitness. That's how they are. They want to get the women, that's the first layer. And depending how bad they want the fitness, they're going to expand their mind and keep an open mind to new information that's coming in. And they start seeing that it's more than just fitness, it's a lifestyle. It's something you got to commit to every single day and not drop, because once you get your dream body, you got to maintain it for like as long as you want it.
Exactly.
And that's like the second layer. You start noticing its commitment, and you got to keep going at it. The third layer is like spiritual wise. What does it mean? It's meditation. It's a way to relax, a way to just
almost like, why do you do this? And pretty much maintaining the focus you have.
You basically question life, and you start opening your mind more, and you start seeing more of the errors of society, and you're on your way to becoming the greatest version of yourself.
Yeah, big boy Elliot.
So
Elliot just kills that, dude. I love that guy, man. He's a great guy. King in his craft, man.
So how about you? Like, tell me your style that broke away from, I guess you became the wolf among the sheep. Like, what made you separate from following and becoming your own, following your own path, basically?
I started realizing that like really early on, which pretty much like I started noticing like I do not want to live a mediocre life. Yeah. Like I don't care if I'm homeless
or
I don't care if I'm fucking starving on the street. I'll do literally whatever the fuck it takes. I don't care if I lose my arms and legs. Like that's a crazy thing to say.
Like there's a saying that
I'm not afraid. Like you just fucking do it. Like like I want to create a life, leave a legacy for other individuals to follow. In a sense, I want to live a life leaving an impact on people. Like helping my family and stuff like that. Really becoming a real man rather than just getting all this money in the world, right? Because money's cool, money's great, but the person who you become is far more important than how much money you have in your wallet. Because you could have all the money in the world, but you could fucking be some empty asshole millionaire that nobody likes to be around, because it's pretty ugly when you have a guy who's only built his life pretty much around materialistic type items and stuff like that. But what really got me to the point where I'm like, you know what, fuck this shit, I'm gonna make shit happen, was pretty much like the bad experiences that have happened to me. Like whenever I got in high school when fucking I got roasted in for the class.
I mean,
and
well,
shit.
tell them why you like what.
Like
what,
it's
tell them your story. Like you said a video, mostly
on
the way you look before, like
yeah,
basically your appearance wise,
like my like pretty much I was bullied a lot, especially in once I started getting into high school, because
Why
in
were
high
you
school
bullied?
that's I think like
no.
why do I think he bullied me in a sense?
You know why you were bullied, right?
Why?
Because your appearance wise.
Oh yeah, cause dude, I was fucking 272 pounds, 5'10", bro, walking around like a monster. And the guy, I mean, I get it, man. I get it when people bully. Like I really do get it, man. Like I feel you. I feel the bully, because it probably must suck coming from where he's coming from, man. And everybody has struggles. Everybody in life has struggles, and we always fail to understand that. But yeah, dude, I mean, I would be bullied a lot, and then one day we had a lab, whatever, we had to like individually weigh ourselves, and then whenever it's my turn, like this bully guy, whatever, I still love him to death, man. He's a good guy. I get it. It's all good. But yeah, when I weighed myself, he made some kind of remark, and just the whole class just laughed at my face. And not even the teacher did anything, man. I just stood there, wanted to cry, fucking turned red, started sweating, smiling, thinking like, wow, man, like fuck this, that, man. And I struggled a lot in baseball too. First semester baseball year, I played, like JV, right? I started every game and stuff like that. It's kind of like almost a big deal when it comes to like high school, like, oh, you're playing junior varsity, this and that. And I was doing pretty damn good, right? I was getting a lot of base hits and pretty much killing the game that year. And then the next year comes, and then I'm benched every single game. JV, right? Coming from starting, fucking killing the game, to nothing, to like they put you in the bench, they just leave you there, and it's like, what the hell, bro? Like I literally killed the whole entire game last year, and then now you're just throwing me down on the bench. And then I started losing a lot of focus too, because I had a lot of confidence when it came to baseball too, because I had been playing since I was like 3 years old, and boom, man, that really pissed me off. Like I'm just extremely ambitious. Like I think it's because I'm like a Capricorn or some shit, because they just want to be the best, you know. And
okay, what made you separate yourself? Being bullied.
Right, I go off on crazy tangents.
Yeah, you go crazy.
I go off on really crazy tangents.
You go off. But okay, so basically, they roasted you in class.
I got roasted
because of your.
I got benched a lot. Girls didn't talk to me. Girls would make fun of me.
When did it come to your mind to be like, things have to change?
It was through all of that, especially sophomore year. Like this kind of like, yeah, sophomore year I was in a really bad depression. Like every day, like was literally a crazy struggle. Like, and I did it to myself too, because I was so weak-minded at the time, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it was a bad struggle. Like the depression, like when it comes to like having highs of, like I have the highest of highs, but when I have a low, it's like the lowest of low, right? And fuck, like I fell into a depression bad, dude. Like come home and cry every day. Sophomore year, every fucking day, I shit you not, every day I would fucking come home because I was pissed off at how I looked, how people would treat me, and just progress in life, man. I wasn't doing good in baseball. Fucking family wasn't all that it was there, you know. I was fucking roasted. I was fat as hell. I was getting bad grades too, you know, and I really didn't even have anything going on for me but to just fucking jack off all day and play video games. Those were the fucking days, man. Just jacking off, playing fucking Modern Warfare 2, eating all the fucking food in the world, man. But I mean, dude, it's fine. I get it. It's because like some people like just passed by and heard me say that. But what I'm trying to say is that when I was in that point, that was like one of the lowest of lows, and that's really what helped me become the person like who I am, like a fucking, you would say, the wolf among sheep, right? Because I mean, I was tired, dude. Like once summer came, I was like, you know what?
Do you remember that day?
That's it.
Do you remember the day that it started all? No, you don't?
I just remember knowing. I just remember once also, sophomore year, I made a big fucking declaration at like this Because the guy that took my spot, whatever, he was playing at my spot and all this kinds of stuff, right? Because in fucking high school, the dumbass coaches, right? They like to fucking, they already have their teams.
Favoritism?
They already have their fucking teams. It's all fucking politics and shit, right? But of course, I wasn't like that. I understood there was politics, but in my mind, I was like, you know what? Fuck that bullshit. You know what I'm about to do? I'm about to fucking play varsity. Fuck all these people. I don't care about your politics. Like, all I cared was that put in the work, and it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much what I did, man. Every fucking day, I'd work out 3 times a fucking day, going as hard as I possibly can. And that declaration, dude, like, I literally just straight up, I was so damn serious. I'm like, you know what, motherfucker? I'm gonna make varsity next year. You fucking watch me. And I was mad. Like, it was during the fucking, at the baseball field. We're all practicing. I was like, they didn't even let me practice either. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, I didn't even practice either, right? I was like, you know what, fuck this. I'm going to be in varsity next year. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Like, this is going to happen. I don't care. This is my goal, right?
Yeah.
That whole summer, just day in, day out, killing myself, crying during my workouts, fucking bleeding and shit, passing out, almost dying, running around here. Like, there's been times where I've almost died and passed out on somebody's lawn.
Damn.
Like, especially, like, fucking over there and shit. I ended up,
Yeah.
because I like to, like, really, really push it. You get me to the point where I'm almost dying. That's a masochistic way of, like, seeing
That's what I did with
things.
me, because, you know, when I first started as well, my parents didn't really believe that I was gonna, you know, work out.
Yeah.
But it was to when my dad, he bought some, like a bench, like a real, like, you know, real cheap
weightlifting stuff, yeah.
Weightlifting heads, where it's just a bench where you can incline, decline it, and somewhat weight, like there's a decent amount of weights which you could to start, and yeah, he just like showed it to me. Like, it was always there, but, you know, I never used it until when I wanted to start doing it. And every day in the summer, just in the roasting garage, like, I didn't even want to lift the garage door open too much, because then all the mosquitoes or whatever
so start eating you.
Yeah. So there was no air conditioning, no fans, no nothing, so I just had the garage door slithered a little bit open to let some kind of air in. Sweating
in a coat of sweat,
just
man.
Sweating.
Sweat, fuck it, it's like armor.
Even if you're not going hard, it's still sweating just because you're in there. Like, it was probably like 110 outside. I would still be working on in the garage. And then after that, boom, just look at videos on, like, exercising, because I was basically just teaching myself.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I didn't really have, like, my dad, he knew somewhat, but not too much. But basically, I just watch Elliot, watch Athlete X.
Hell yeah, Jeff. If you're watching, you're cool.
Well, anyways, just
I doubt he will, but
and Mike Chang,
Six
Pack Shortcuts, whatever.
That guy just likes business. I don't know what's up with that guy.
But
he can barely open. I mean, I'm kidding about, like, I'm not saying that he can't open his eyes, but what I'm just saying is that
that's basically what I did. Just did that, and then my parents saw that, you know, he's dying in the garage. Get him a membership.
Hell yeah, dude, it's crazy. Like, it's weird. It's like sweat almost feels like a badge of, like, honor.
Yeah.
You almost feel inclined to want to go even harder whenever you're, like, covered in sweat. I think that's really what made Insanity extremely, like, successful, was that Sean T got you sweating pretty damn quick. And once you're sweating pretty damn quick, that coat, it's like almost like a coat of armor. Like, you feel good under, like, that coat of sweat, knowing you're doing something, like, you're under adversity, making stuff happen.
Yeah.
That's what I always feel whenever I do cardio and stuff. Like, if I sweat too much, it's like, damn, I gotta ease it a little bit, because I'll want to have one of those crazy masochistic type workouts that I'm literally just laying on the ground for, like, a good 30 minutes after, pondering life, thinking, damn, I just killed that. And I wonder who else is doing the same as me. Because if you're not, somebody's got to be at the top, eh?
Yeah. And so, what else? I just remember something. I came across Christian here freshman year before he changed his lifestyle, and I did not, like, I was with with Anthony at the time. You don't have to say his full name.
Is that him?
No, but anyways, I was with Anthony, and basically I was just with him. It was before class was about to start. And he said he's gonna meet this dude Christian. He's like Christian who Flores or whatever. And what is it? I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So I just go with him. He's in Spanish class, and I'm outside, and I'm just there. And you come out with the blue sweater.
Yeah, dude, I was Big Blue. Like that's who they call me Big Blue throughout fucking freshman.
Never called you Cookie
freshman
Monster?
year. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That was a pretty damn good one. Nah. Fuck. That would have been a good one. That would have actually really been a good one. Hey, Cookie Monster.
Well, anyway. Yeah, that's the first time. That's the first time I saw him,
He's a big guy.
and they pretty much the way I saw him was low self-esteem. You know, they pretty much threw you around. And
That was a nutty guy.
yeah, that was like the first time, and then years passed by, senior year, and they tell me it's Christian who floated, and I'm like, wait, is that the dude? I'm like, no, it's like can't be. Total change, total different, like everything. Whether even the visual, like you can see there's a difference when you look someone in the eyes when it's someone different, though it's the same person.
Yeah.
So then what is it? I think you showed me or someone showed me the picture of before and after. I was like, oh shit, that's the guy from Spanish class I was getting.
Hells yeah, man.
Thrown around.
Much appreciated. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I look back on that and I'm crazy grateful, man. It took a while. Like, it took a while, but
when you start seeing the gains for the first time, you just smile. Like, in the mirror, just like laughing. You're just laughing. And you may even like shed a tear right there, but you know, it's just.
It's a wonderful journey, man. Fitness is a wonderful journey. There's always going to be trials and tribulations, but man, it really helps the pluck out of the individual you're going to become if you embark on fitness. Of course, in the right way, you know, because there's always going to be those douchey ass dudes with their protein jug. Hey, bro, I want to buy protein and whatever the pluck, you know, but yeah, dude, fudge. Thinking back on it, it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
That was crazy, dude, yeah. Took me a while, but I got the hang of it. And boom, I'm set. I'm done. That guy's dead. Dead. He's
reincarnated.
Gone. Yeah, he's fucking making shit happen, man.
Yeah. And what else? Well, that's first thing. That's the thing we went through. We went through it's 45 minutes, I think, around there. No, yeah, it's around 45 minutes. First thing was, you know, what is it? Separating yourself from society.
Yeah, from the society's norms. No, first was fitness.
It was fitness?
Because yeah. Because doesn't fitness, like, it pretty much sparks everything. Because fitness requires you to overcome adversity. And, like, I talk about how things like that carry over towards all the other areas in your life.
Yeah.
And it happens every time. Like, every tiny little, even if it's in, like, 0.0001% increase in your confidence, whether it be losing an extra 0.5 pounds that day, or, you know, getting stronger on your bench, even if it's like 2 pounds, whatever that may be, it breeds confidence. It breeds self-esteem, knowing that you can achieve something that, like, it's possible. Like, you see the proof in the pudding.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And that's really what
I like about fitness.
That's what I love about it, dude. It's amazing. It changes people.
It's not the destination, it's the journey.
It's the journey, man. The destination's cool. Like once you get there, it's like, cool, I got there.
But you look back.
You look back and it's like, oh, like you start getting happy. Like, damn, I did this, I did that, and it's like, man, sometimes I still.
It was, well, I guess first of all, it's like separating yourself when you start questioning yourself.
Yeah, you start questioning everything.
And then it comes. Then comes fitness.
Yeah.
Curiosity. When you start questioning yourself, you start questioning about whether life, what are you gonna do, what are you gonna become, how you want to improve. That's when fitness, or it depends, fitness comes in, or whatever. Your passion is. That's where you start finding your passion, when you separate yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And you start letting go of society's expectations or whatever they want you to become to, you know, live a normal life.
Yeah,
And then, when you go with fitness, there's different tiers of fitness, which is basically, you just want to look good, or you want, you know, you want to feel good.
Yeah.
Then comes when you start searching for information, and you start opening your mind, and goes to the tier where it's like, you know, it's dedication for your whole entire life. Like, it's a lifestyle.
Yeah. Like, it starts from fitness, exploration,
even if not,
curiosity.
You know, it's not just going to the gym and there you go. No, you gotta, you know, you're taking that everywhere. You're taking that when you get home. You gotta eat your meals. You gotta eat whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever your body.
Work. It takes work.
It's 24/7.
It's 24/7. That's why pretty much nutrition and stuff like that is really hard, because it's 24/7. But crazy thing is, forgot what I was gonna say. I was gonna say I already forgot what I was gonna say.
Well, let me just continue what I was gonna say before I forget what to say. But what is it? What was it? Damn, I knew you forget. That's contagious. But
It's contagion. Nah, I'm kidding.
what was it? So it was when you open your mind, you start realizing it's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Then you start seeing more. You start questioning fitness itself. You start seeing it's a source of meditation.
It opens your mind.
It opens your mind more, and you start receiving all this information.
Yeah, it's like fitness takes you from one place to another. You get me?
Yeah.
Like womb fitness, you'll learn about working out, you'll learn about lifting weights, about how your muscles grow and how to lose fat and stuff. But when it turns into motivation, because fitness is 24/7, and I've never heard of an individual who has built a great body by half-assing workouts, by half-assing
And
fitness.
that's where I'm getting to. This is the part where it's getting to. Where is that? That's the thing. You start opening yourself. You start seeing more. You start being more aware of things. You start reading more information about life, or success, and you want more. And you start realizing, to reach success or follow your dreams, you gotta follow your heart.
Follow your heart
this
is
is-
to break it.
This is where most people stop, or this is where the dedication. This is where it separates
From the
people.
boys and the men. That's what separates the boys from the men. Like a man will go for what he wants and he will die for it. A boy, he'll be like, maybe, I'll try it.
I mean, this goes for
Half-ass
everyone, like
it. This goes
males,
for
females,
males,
everything.
woman, girl, woman, boy, man. That's what separates the real man from the little boys and the bitches from the world. Fucking actually following your dreams, making shit happen rather than following the herd, being safe, comfortable. I mean, if you want to do that, then that's you, man. Power to you. But if you want to become somebody amazing, somebody great, you gotta fucking put in the work. You gotta put in all the risky type stuff, because everything's a risk either way, don't you think? Like what Jim Rome said, everything's a risk. There's a risk for not following your dreams. There's a risk for
life's risky.
Life's risky in and of
itself.
itself.
If you're already in a risk, I mean, it was a risk you coming in here.
Yeah.
Everything's a risk.
Everything's a risk. Marriage is a risk. Fucking business is a risk. Getting a job is a risk.
Waking
Driving
up
your
is
car
a risk.
is a risk. Everything is literally a risk.
But
yeah, dude, like.
So now it's following your heart, and this is where the last subject is gonna be. Is this the way to becoming successful within yourself? Whether it's the littlest things.
It's the smallest things, man. Following your heart. That's a man. Like, you could be broke, but if you're following your heart, I have the utmost
This
respect
is a quote.
for you,
I don't know if
man.
it's someone already said it, but this is something I just came up with because I was at the moment right there. But this is what I say. I may not be accepted by everyone,
Right.
but in a world where people sell themselves to make a living, I'd rather own my heart than be a slave.
Hell yeah. That is very true. Very.
So I don't know
very
if someone
true.
said that, but if I patent that if no one has.
Somebody might
There's a
say,
quote right there.
Oh, that's quote by HeXs, bro.
But
Nobody else.
But yeah, it's just basically
Because you gotta have really big balls in order to follow your dreams. Like, that's why the people who are the most, like the wealthiest people on the earth, the people who take all the risks, the people who put in that 100 hours a week, there's a reason why people, like, they're of high value. That's pretty much why they're high value. It's like, are you gonna hold value towards that guy that just doesn't do shit all day? Like, do you possess value? Like, not really. And it's pretty much, I mean, it's crazy, dude. It's like, I don't know. I see a lot of people not following their hearts, and they have a hell of a lot of potential.
They don't know how much
dude.
potential or how much power you have yourself. Instead of giving it off to either someone else rather than giving it to yourself, like, you gotta love yourself.
You gotta really love
100%.
yourself. You have to accept yourself for who you are. You really have to accept
That's
yourself.
another thing. I don't see that many people accepting themselves, whether anything, like, they get into fucked up relationships, whether it's like very, it's not healthy, but yet they're still in it because they are too afraid to go on and work on themselves, be themselves. That's the thing. You have to be by yourself to know yourself.
Yeah.
And it's scary because you're by yourself, you're alone. That's the thing most society doesn't want you to do, which is actually what you need to do, because you need to be alone.
You need to be alone.
To understand more
Ah.
of who you are.
Yeah, man. Accepting yourself 100%. You know, if you want to fucking be a janitor the rest of your life and you accepted yourself, then you own that shit.
I mean, you love doing that. You love cleaning.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you just gotta accept who you
Cleaning
are.
shit,
You know, you gotta own it. You gotta
Yeah.
own that shit. You know, yeah. It kills the game, man.
So that's what that is, you know, just you gotta do that. That's what basically, once you have the confidence to do that, there's nothing stopping you.
Really isn't anything stopping you. Once you get into that mindset, I'm a wolf, I'm a lion. Throw me to the pack and I'll come back leading the pack. Just gotta have that mindset 24/7, man. Because if you're comfortable right now in any aspect of your life,
everything that we say
dying.
is true and proven 100% because you can see it in documentaries of like athletic people, actors, everything. Everyone who became successful millionaires, everything. Like they all say the same story at its core. Like they followed what they wanted to do.
Exactly.
And it wasn't easy. Like they had to give up things. They had to give up whether it's materialistic things, house, they went broke, they had nothing. Whether relationships, that's another thing with relationships as well, is that sometimes there's gonna come a point in time in your life, which I went recently, was you gotta choose whether, you know, you want to, pursue this dream, or totally forgot. Damn. It's like there's gonna be a point in time where, you know, certain things may not be going your way, and sometimes you have so many responsibilities that sometimes you have to cut certain responsibilities.
Yeah, with success comes great sacrifice.
Yes.
With success,
and it's sometimes you just don't want to, but
sacrifice,
sometimes it for that certain moment at a certain time, you just came to acknowledge is that you can't and you have to do something that, you know, you don't want to do, but sometimes it's necessary in order for you to be happy in the long run and be who you want to be.
You gotta be selfish in a way, man.
You gotta make sure you're making yourself happy at the end. Like if you're not happy yourself,
can't expect to make anybody else happy.
And that's another thing. You're not gonna make everybody happy along your way. Whatever it is that you want. Like you're gonna like my parents are disappointed. You know.
Yeah, I still got people telling me.
Of course.
Yeah, man, of course. But I mean, if you believe in what you cannot see, then as time goes by, you will see that what you believe in that you cannot see manifest into this world. And all those crazy people saying, hey man, you're crazy, you're stupid, it's not gonna happen, are gonna sit the fuck down and choke.
It goes back to, you know, the documentaries of like every successful person. Like they all have been told they're crazy. They all been through like,
you're doing something wrong if somebody hasn't told you you're crazy for doing what you're doing. Like there's something going wrong. There's something going very wrong. But yeah, success, sacrifice, determination, 110% effort on a daily basis is what will manifest those things, my friends. They will, man.
That's basically just following your heart.
Follow your heart, man.
Everything. Another thing is, you know, criticism, failure. That's another thing where
gotta consider all feedback, no matter how harsh.
You have to keep an open mind all the time. You can't
sir.
have, like, you're gonna put out, whether, let's say you're following your heart along that journey, you're gonna put out a lot of value into something that you believe is, you know, is the best of your work, or you believe in it. But there's gonna be critics. There's gonna be people out there that don't believe in it, or they try telling you a certain way, which, you know, they want to do it their, like, not their way, but they want to, you know, critique you.
Yeah, it's like you got a lot of people talking about marriage, about having kids when they don't have kids. You gotta look the damn part, bruh. Like, are you gonna take advice about losing weight from somebody who's obese, or are you gonna take advice from somebody who's shredded to the bone? Like, choose, you know? What seems more logical? What seems, you know, a lot more logical to learn from somebody who has actually done it, has experienced the trials and tribulations and the experience that comes with that, which is extremely important, extremely valuable.
Yeah. So it's just having an open mind to receive, you know, the things that will hurt you, because you're gonna, you know, following your heart, you're gonna, it's gonna tear you apart.
It's gonna, easy, like.
It's good.
Yeah, you're gonna fucking cry and shit. You're gonna fucking want to kill yourself. You're gonna want to do all this crazy ass motherfucking shit that you're gonna have to push past. And it's only normal, my friend. It's normal. Everybody goes through this. Everybody who follows their dreams goes through that. Each and every single one. Nobody
like Eric Thomas said.
Yeah,
smooth
seas do not create a smooth, skillful sailor.
What was his saying? His saying was it, "You're already in pain. Get a reward from it."
Might as well get a fucking reward, a check
That's
or
the thing,
something.
yeah.
Something, man. I mean, if you're gonna be busting your ass, you better bust it at 110%, because if you don't, you're not gonna get a reward for 50%, man. You ain't. I mean, you'll get a reward, but you'll probably get half of it.
At least you get something out of that pain rather than nothing.
Yeah.
So it's just like having an open mind, especially since you're following what you're doing. It's gonna be easily broken to what.
Yeah.
It's gonna be easily broken to to what. All right, we're gonna pause real quick. We'll be back in just a sec. Is it going? Yeah, it's going.
We are back, and
Christian had to take a leak.
Yeah, I had to take a leak, dude. I literally fed a tree, but the thing is,
No, let's go back to what I was saying. I was saying
Yeah.
just you gotta be an open critic. Like, I mean, you're gonna, let's take an example like me. Like, the videos that I put out, whether it's the montages or whatever. I mean, yeah, it's oversaturated, but this is something I wanted to do, something I've been wanting to do a long time, because there's so many times where there's good clips I wanted to share, but I didn't have something to record, so they're gone forever and just in my mind only. So why not share those experiences with other people? And the way I do it is that I don't just want to put out just whatever. I want to put out the best of what I can. And I'm very proud of what I put out lately. Yeah, maybe some people will say it's not the best, or it's like it's okay, but to most people they see there's effort into it. That's what most people say. Like, when I go to other people, whether it's YouTube, or I socialize with other YouTubers that are beginning as well, and I want to hear their thoughts. I don't ask them to subscribe or anything, because that's what I notice most people do now these days. They want to do that thing where they say, hey, I checked out your channel, sub. If I sub, you sub back, that trade. But you're not, that's not authentic way of getting subscribers. It's kind of like a little bit
it's
of
not organic.
It's not organic. The way I see it, I'm never gonna ask people to subscribe. I'm never gonna, do giveaways for, subscribe or follow me, and you're entered a chance to win. No, because you're showing them something. There's a giving not false hope, but you're bribing them in a way to subscribe to you so you can get bigger or be, open. I rather look at that number and see, I worked my ass off to get these subscribers, because they believe in my what I want, what I'm doing here, and they believe, and they see it. They see the potential. That's where real progress is in becoming a better content creator.
Because those people are going to be there to stay.
They're there to stay because they want to see what you're going to put out next. And
because
that's
you're being you,
And that's what I do, and
that's why authenticity is king.
And the thing is, starting off, you're not going to get that much traffic into your channel, so you need to do a lot of socializing, networking, whether it is. But some people are desperate enough to put they want the subs. Yeah, it's not all about the subs. Sub me and I sub back to you. No, what I do is just, I ask people, I want their opinion, because they're putting out maybe similar commentary to me, or similar content as to what I'm putting out, and I want to hear their opinions. And they may not say it's the best, but I even ask them, don't sugarcoat it. Give me
the honest opinion. People sugarcoat a lot of shit, and it pisses me off.
Because sugarcoating things, you don't get the real results or the real answer that that needs to be said. And sometimes it has to be done. Those were the true friends, the ones that
if somebody dude, a true friend will tell you where you're fucking up, and a shitty friend, somebody who really doesn't give a fuck about you, will sugarcoat everything, be like, oh, don't worry about it,
because
okay,
because they don't want you to get better than them.
Fuck, dude, man, that's how you can tell whether or not your friend is your friend or your friend's a little bitch. It's pretty much like we were saying, it's they start sugarcoating shit. If something sucks, you better tell me it sucks balls. You better roast me and shit if it's gonna be authentic, because
I learn from it.
I'd rather have that, considering all feedback, no matter how harsh, because there's always gonna be something to learn in any kind of feedback, whether the feedback just be bullshit or not. There's always gonna be something to learn, and you just gotta find that out and be resourceful.
That's basically what I was just saying. Just you gotta be open to those critics and those comments on your videos, because they can you can learn from it, or you're just gonna get pissed off and just not learn from it, and you're just repeating. You're not putting the best content. And then later on, you're there questioning, what am I doing wrong? Why aren't I getting the views that I deserve, or whatever?
An open mind is an unlimited mind. You're unlimited to so many possibilities when you have an open mind.
Yeah.
The closer, it's okay to be stubborn. It's okay and stuff like that, but if you're not open to new ideas, to new ideologies, to anything new, then you're gonna be restricted. You're gonna be so limited. It's gonna literally mess up a lot of things that could have pretty much gone 100%. Like, you'll fuck up on things pretty much. There's no other way to say it. If you're closed-minded, whether it be in any kind of aspect, it doesn't really matter. You're not gonna be as great, or you're not gonna reach your potential at all. Pretty much, don't you think? Because like a closed mind has closed eyes, and closed eyes cannot see. And when you cannot see, fucking, you're dumb. Or something. I don't know.
that's true. Yeah, that's true. But
I mean, I get it. But I mean, like, yeah, man. People being close-minded, I kind of get it. I really do get it. Like,
the first step to having an open mind is accepting that you don't know everything.
mm-hmm.
Like, you don't know everything. That's
Yeah.
that's the first thing. So therefore, you're already opening your mind
Exactly,
to
like, yeah.
accepting knowledge from other people, because some people don't like being told what to do or corrected in a certain way because they believe, they're doing it the right way.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I think we hit the nail on that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's pretty much there. So this is from the experiences from FitMotiv and in the fitness YouTube's perspective, and this
Yeah.
is like the perspective as well as gaming commentary or gaming content wise in the gaming industry of
Mm-hmm.
of YouTube wise.
Coming from our own experiences, our own successes and failures, helping y'all out, because we loves ya. We loves ya. Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much the perspective of both sides. So in case, even if you want to start yourself, that's pretty much what you need. Those things that we just talked about earlier.
Mm-hmm. We'll put a timestamp on all the points that we covered and stuff. But yeah, my
So
friend.
you got the two
open-mindedness.
perspective of fitness, and you got the perspective of gaming, which is, I guess, two of the most not common but popular things that
Yeah.
people look for in YouTube. Whether it's those two things.
Like when it comes to like the guys, like mainly like guys usually.
I mean, women
are-
as well.
Yeah.
There's women out there who do the same thing as
But
well.
I think the community, yeah, like the community is a lot more saturated with men in fitness and gaming.
Yeah.
IMO. Fitness, I don't know. Maybe more, I don't know. But I don't even know anymore, man. Everyone's equal. But I feel as if like the fitness community and the gaming community is a little bit more saturated with the male type dudes. But I mean, there's these queens out there too. But yeah, we killed the nail on that one, boys.
Yeah, so is there anything else you wanted to say or like point out?
Anything I wanted to add? Not much, man. We pretty much killed it. Not really anything that I could think of before I forget. You got anything that you got on your mind that you want to express a little bit more?
Nope, I don't think anything. But you know what? We should close it off with a quote that I have right here. Let's see right here. Where is it? Where's that quote? Let me pull it out. But that's pretty much everything in a nutshell. It's just basically steps to becoming the strongest version and following what you wanna.
Yeah, it's pretty much like the building blocks of where you want to start when it comes to your journey of pretty much mastery over yourself, because self-mastery is the ultimate form of literally like what you want to do in this world. Because if you can master yourself, you can master your feelings, what you like, what you want to see and stuff like that, then it's just a matter of time before you create whatever you want to create in this world, your imprint, whether you be a queen or you be a king. Yeah, I know.
All right, and I got the quote right here, and this is the quote, for this podcast. I think we should, end it off by a quote and give a little bit of, thought of it, because it kind of summarizes a little bit of what's going on here. And you heard it recently. I heard it too recently, and this is the quote right here. It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who at best knows in the end of the triumph of highest achievement, and who at worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly.
That's a man.
Theodore Roosevelt.
That's a man right there. What if never made it to the arena? And I know you know who said that. May he rest in peace, my amazing friend, my amazing brother. Yeah.
Theodore Roosevelt. And that's a really good quote because it basically just points out, you know, don't really care about, you know, just take the advice. I mean, not the advice, but you know, the critics, like, get their word from it, but you know, don't
get too attached to it, because if you get too attached to something, that's when it starts to create problems and stuff. Once you start entertaining the idea that, oh, he might be right, then that's when you start to getting a little bit too attached to that sort of situation or
and
comment.
Another thing is, you know, don't be ashamed of failure, because failure is just a stepping stone to success, right there.
Yeah, man, it leads to wisdom that will ultimately ensure your success, my man. Never be afraid of failing. Fail fast, fail often, and as always, man, always remember, man, you gotta learn from failure. And time's gonna run out sooner or later, so you better get going, bruh.
Alright, man, well, this has been Bro Talk with
FitMotiv coming at ya. Christian for FitMotiv.
Yeah, and this has been, you know, HeXs from HeXs. What? Well, anyways. Yeah. So, you know, the next podcast will go on again next week.
Next week, yeah.
Next week. Not sure of the date, but we'll keep you posted on the day when that will be released.
Yeah, man, in the comments, anybody out there you want to...
You know, if you want to have any questions or, you know, thoughts of what we said or, you know, any information yourself.
Or anything you'd like us to maybe touch around or whatever that may be, man, we got your back.
Whether it's fitness news on what's going on in the fitness game or, you know, gaming news, what's going on in the gaming news, because I keep myself, you know, up to date what's going on there because I'm very passionate about games. And, you know,
hells yeah.
That's a separate video for a separate time on me on gaming and, you know.
Hells yeah.
Yeah.
You already know.
So
all right,
this has been Bro Talk episode 2.
Episode 2, my man, episode 2.
And these are the stepping stones to becoming a greater version of yourself.
And as always, we will see you guys in the very next podcast. Peace out, y'all.
The bomb has been planted. Spy plane ready for deployment. Care package ready for delivery. Mark the DC. Bomb deactivated. Good job. Get ready for the next round.